Okay everyone, this is going to be my first cooking video, I think. Hopefully it turns out. Alright, we're going to do jalapeno popper chicken. I had a friend who was looking for low carb snacks and dinner, and I found this one, and we tested it out. It's really awesome. I'm going to make a couple of changes to the recipe. So the thing that I've already done in advance is cook my bacon. I just put it in the oven. I figured I had to have the oven on anyway, so I cooked it. I think it was at 400 degrees, and it just turned out perfectly. I mean, it was really easy. It didn't really even splatter. So anyway, so what I've got is 4 chicken breasts. You can get, 6 chicken breasts. They're all going to fit nicely into this pan. I'm going to trim up some of the fat off of them. I don't like cooking with that and eating with that. So I like to use scissors. And sorry if this grosses you out, but I think I'd be more grossed out to actually eat it, so I don't think chicken fat tastes very good. So off it goes. One. That one looks okay. This one's getting trimmed. Then in my little skillet, I'm going to heat up a bit of olive oil, just a little bit. You could also use butter if you wanted. Get that. There it comes off. There we go. Oh, and the chicken breasts I chose are kind of thin. It's just easier to work with thinner chicken breasts. You could, if yours are too fat, feel free to I put them in a Ziploc bag, press all the air out, and then actually I take a hammer because I don't have a mallet. So I take a hammer and just pound them down. It works. Okay, so a little bit of olive oil. Heat that up, and then I'm going to brown my chicken. Okay, I think the oil is hot enough. First thing I'm going to do is lightly season the one side of the chicken breast with salt and pepper. Then I'll put that side down in the skillet so that I can season the other side. Season a little more. And then we'll cook these until they're done, actually. I would imagine they'd take a couple, 3 minutes on each side. I flip the chicken over, and while these are cooking, I'm going to start preparing the chopped fresh jalapenos. I'm actually going to use about 4 jalapenos because we really like them. I figure 1 pepper per chicken breast, but you can adjust that to your taste. And if you've got plastic gloves, you might want to use those just to avoid getting the the oils and stuff on your skin. So I open this up, and I'm going to remove the seeds. The seeds and this, it's called the ribs, just this stuff. This is where all the heat is. I love the flavor of jalapenos. I don't love the burn on my lips. So there we go, we've got that. I'm going to do that with all of these. Okay, so now I'm just going to roughly chop these things before I put them in my little chopper, my handy-dandy chopper. This will be interesting because it's a European model, and it's really kind of high-powered. So let's see what it does with this. I mean, of course, you could chop these jalapenos by hand. You want them finely chopped. Okay, it's going to be loud. Whoa. Done. Okay, yeah, perfect. And then I think my chicken is done. And this was it's probably 4 minutes on each side. Okay, here we go. Chicken is done. I'm removing the chicken to a plate. And very quickly, I'm just going to throw the diced jalapenos in just to kind of get them softening and also the fragrance going. It's going to be really quick. And I could actually just turn the heat off at this point, and I will. Did I mention I have my oven heating up at like 350 right now? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly saute these. They smell wonderful. Love this flavor. They're nice and soft. They're going to soften up more in the oven. Okay, the next step is to do the jalapeno popper topping, which is going to be awesome. So the recipe called for 8 ounces of cream cheese. I think I can go with less, but I'm going to go ahead and do the 8 ounces. It's softened, and it softened up pretty good here in my kitchen since the oven's on, but if I had a problem with that, I would just put this in a bowl and then toss it in the microwave, which actually I'm going to do that. 30 seconds in the microwave. Next I'm going to shred some cheddar cheese. I hate shredding cheese, and sometimes when I come home I actually just put it in my food processor and shred it, so I have a whole bunch of cheese already as we go through the week. We use a lot of cheese. Husband's from Wisconsin. That might have something to do with it. I'm going to use, I think, probably about a cup worth of cheese. And I'm using the fine shredding just because I like the way it looks. Now, if I had my food processor with the grating attachment, I could shred this whole block of cheese in like 10 seconds. I'm going to do a little bit more. There we go. Good enough there. And look at this handy thing. I will just move that over. My cream cheese is ready. So it's going to take 8 ounces of cream cheese. Yes, that's soft. It says a quarter cup of mayo. I think we're going to try. And let's see. Actually, I'm just going to estimate that. Quarter cup. A little extra pizzazz. Let's give that a shot. There we go. About a quarter cup also of Parmesan. I'm going to put just a little thing of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I think about, let's see, about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Stir that up. The jalapenos, cheese, and diced bacon are going to go in here as well. So here's my jalapenos. Excuse me. Excuse my reach. Whoops, that's a hot handle there. Let's take care of this. Jalapenos. Am I blocking the camera? And watch what I do with the bacon. You're gonna love this. I've washed my scissors already from when I trimmed the chicken. Now it's going to take, they said 5 slices of bacon. I use center cut bacon, so the slices are a little bit smaller, but let's see how that goes. I didn't drain the grease off of it because I just think that this is a low carb dish, and I think that bacon fat adds so much flavor. So I'm just dicing the bacon into this cream cheese mixture. Okay, bacon is in there. Stirring this around. Adding the cheese. Good amount of cheese. I'd say that's probably a cup's worth of shredded cheese. Okay. I'm going to top it with it too. Stir that in. Now the next thing I do is I put those chicken breasts right back into that same skillet. So all the jalapenos that I didn't scrape out, doesn't matter because they're going to be in there after all. So now we're assembling. So we're putting the chicken in. You know, I definitely could have fit 6 chicken breasts. I'm going to go ahead and put the juices back in. And then we're putting the topping all over. Scrape the topping right in. And this, when it heats up in the oven, it's going to get nice and soft and not, I wouldn't say liquidy, but you know, saucy. It's going to be awesome. Making sure all the chicken is covered. At this point, I'm going to top with a little extra cheese, just mostly for aesthetics. So I've got some Parmesan, just a little sprinkle. And some of the extra cheddar that I had done. Now, the recipe I read said also fried pork skins, but I really can't bring myself to do that. If I wanted to, I could do, you know, for colors, I could do a little bit more diced jalapeno or bacon. But I think this is good. Now it's going in the oven. The oven's at 350. It's going to go in the oven for until it's heated through. I'd say probably 20 minutes or so. So there you have it. It's in the oven. This is my kitchen afterwards. I started this video at 9:45 in the morning. It is not even a half hour later, and of course I've taken a little bit longer than I normally would when I'm cooking because I have my dogs that are a little bit high maintenance. They've been having me go let them in and out of the house. And the other thing that I do while my chicken is heating up in the oven, I'm going to be tidying the kitchen. But I always start with a sink full of hot dishwater so I can clean as I go.